Hey Justin, thanks for joining me today and doing this video testimonial to share with other men out there in the marketplace. Just wondering, can you share with us just a little bit about yourself, who you are and what you do?
Sure, Greg. Yeah, it's good to be with you here today. So I'm in sales and have been in sales for about 20 years, um, selling to large industrial companies mainly. Been married for a long time, over 20 years, and enjoying that. I guess that's me. Live in Perth, two kids. Relatively successful, but was looking for, I guess, some assistance in helping to change my mindset, I guess, to improve myself. So that's why I reached out.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. So to improve your mindset, so do you mind just sharing a bit more about kind of where you're at when you were
Sure,
looking for a life coach to work with?
sure. I think for many years I've probably had a lot of self-limiting beliefs. Brought about by various things happening in my past.
Yeah,
I guess that's what really resonated with me when seeing some of your promotional material.
yeah,
Was I guess I could connect with that. It resonated with me, and I guess that's why I reached out and talked to you, and we kicked off this process. So I guess that was the main reason. Yeah.
yeah, fantastic. And just for whoever's watching this video, do you just want to share with them how you found the process and what the journey through the coaching program was like for you?
Yep, sure. I think it's a great question because obviously everyone would be wanting to know that. Um, I found it difficult at times, but really, I guess, really empowering. So that's probably the main thing is really understanding and believing inside yourself that you have the power to make that change, and that no one else is going to do it for you.
Yeah,
And really that it really is a step by step process, and taking those small steps and being consistent about those small steps, I think, are the things that have made the difference for me. Um, Both in mindset and actually, changing myself, I guess, both physically and mentally. I guess has been the process over the last few months for me.
so what would you say are the biggest changes that you experienced through the process?
I think probably you know, the main bit, I guess, is letting go of those limiting self beliefs.
Yeah,
Because I think it's one thing intellectually to say yes, I can do something, or I have value, but it's another thing connecting that with actually believing it inside yourself. So I think that's probably the biggest change, I guess, that's happened for me. Have been comfortable for many years, and I guess more recently have wanted some more change and some more growth within myself and also my life. So that's also one of the reasons I reached out. And I guess the process was, I found it very positive, and I'm looking forward, I guess, to continuing my journey, because it's not the end, it's the journey that matters. I've guess believe
exactly.
that as well. So,
100%. So
mm.
what are the biggest changes, or what changes is life like now that you've gone through the program? Like what's changed?
Yeah, I think I guess the simple things, not necessarily the easy things, are around just the small habits of getting up in the morning and going for a walk and doing that in a more disciplined way, just to start the day off really well. Kick it off. Good habits about managing your time better. Don't get distracted, because I find that a bit of an easy thing to do sometimes, as I'm sure many people do.
Yeah.
Um, so they're probably the biggest things. I think also focusing on nurturing relationships is probably something that I've I guess relearned the value of doing that. So I've appreciated that in terms of my relationship with my wife and my kids, because
Yeah.
I have spent more time on that in the last few months. So
Yeah.
it's been very valuable. So,
And what about the relationship with yourself? Like, have you learned a lot more about yourself going through the process?
definitely, yeah, I have. I guess I've learned that part of growing is actually being vulnerable, because I think that's a big part of myself that I've shut down for many years, is being vulnerable. Being safe and being in a comfort zone has been that. It's been safe, but it hasn't been, I guess, the growth that I would like from that process. So that's
100%. And that
mm.
word vulnerability, that's a big one, especially for men to kind of
It's a
not
bit of a
know
hurdle.
not know
Mm.
how to navigate, right? It's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. And I've also found, I guess, through that I've always been pretty empathetic, but I probably have more empathy for other people as well. And that also, spending the time with people, I guess, again, nurturing relationships, but also just talking to them about their issues and stuff is a really important, valuable thing to be doing as a person, rather than rushing onto your own thing.
So your communication's changed a lot as well, right?
It has, yeah, it has.
Brilliant. And just to kind of wrap it up, what advice would you give to other businessmen, married businessmen, who are considering doing this type of work?
Yep. I think it's important to know that you don't have to do this stuff by yourself. I think it's really hard to do it by yourself. I think you need some help, and it's okay to reach out for help. It's not a sign of weakness that you need help. Everyone needs help. And once you've started that process of improving yourself, you can also pass it on to others. Improve your direct your direct family, improve your relationship with those people, and help those people improve, and also just your wider network as well. Because I think it's just something that's going to keep growing for me over time. So I guess that's probably the main thing. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Be vulnerable.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And you are on a journey, right? You're just changing so many different things and bringing so much positivity in your life. It's amazing. It's so good to see.
Yeah, it's going very well. Thank you,
mate. I really appreciate you doing this. Hopefully other men will find this really valuable in their decision-making process. So, mate, we'll catch up again soon, but really appreciate this video, Justin. Cheers, buddy.
No worries, Greg. Thanks for that. Bye.